it's Rosie here from rosypena.com, a sewing and lifestyle blog. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. Welcome to any new subscribers that I have. So I recently gained quite a few followers and I just wanted to say hello. So I am Rosie. I'm a sewing blogger and a pattern designer at rosypenapatterns.com. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the things that I sewed in the month of November. So I sewed quite a few things. I have a rack over here to my right with about 7 garments on it. If you guys are interested in seeing all the things that I made in the month of November, then just go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I recently reviewed this book on my channel. This is a new Breaking the Pattern book by Named Patterns, and I made 2 garments from this book. The very first pattern that I made from this book is the Ray pants. So like I mentioned in my other video, I'll go ahead and link it here as well if you guys haven't checked it out. So like I mentioned in the other video, it basically just has this really gorgeous front pleat and then also a vent opening along both front legs. So I thought that was really cool and really awesome. So whenever I sew projects, I really like for them to be kind of quick and snappy and something that's going to give me like really an instant gratification. And these were pretty easy to sew up. Basically just have 2 front pieces. You have a front and then a front side, and then you just have 1 pattern piece for the back, and then you also have the waistband. I actually didn't sew the pockets for these pants because I ran out of fabric, but you do have the option to sew the pockets with these pants if you want. Okay, so here are my finished Ray pants. So it's very hard to tell on camera, but I'm definitely going to insert several blog pictures for you. By the time I post this video, I'll definitely have tons of blog photos that you guys can check out. That way you guys can see all the different pictures of the outfit actually styled and on a body. So here are my finished Ray pants. It's very hard to tell on camera, but there's this really cool front vent opening on each of the pant legs. Like I said, that's what drew me into this pattern. I think it's so awesome. So that's definitely what drew me into these pants. And like I said, I ran out of fabric, so I didn't get a chance to do the pockets. I was also worried a little bit about fit. I wasn't sure if these pants were going to fit me. But with this book, you actually do have to trace off the patterns. So the patterns are here in the back, and then you have to find your size and trace it off on a different separate sheet of paper. So that's what I did for these pants. I'm not sure if I traced it off wrong. So I'm about 5'6", 5'7", a lot taller with heels on, and I still found that these were very long. For the hem that I did on the bottom, I just made a wider hem. I could have just cut off the extra fabric on the bottom, but I decided to just do sort of a wide hem. I thought it would make the pants lay a little bit cuter also. So if you're really short, just keep that in mind. You'll probably have to adjust the length of the pattern, but you can always do that before you actually cut out your fabric. You just measure the pattern pieces. Other than that, I really love these pants. They're super amazing, super awesome, so comfortable to wear. I think the next time I make these pants, I'll definitely choose a solid color. That way you can see the vent opening. But yeah, I do really love these pants. I really had fun sewing them up. So the next thing that I made, again from the Breaking the Pattern book, was the Ruska knot dress. So it's a really cool jersey dress, kind of with a semi-fit to it, and then it has this really cool knot detail at the center front, which drew me into the pattern. And I love the overall simplicity of it, but it just has like a really nice added detail that makes it very unique and different. But like I mentioned in my plans video, I went ahead and used this gorgeous blue knit color, and again I'll pop in some pictures that way you guys can see it better. But this is a rib knit that I chose. It's a very nice quality knit fabric. I got it from Joann Fabric here in the US. So you have the normal front pattern piece, and then you have this overlay pattern piece as well at the front, where you can just tie this little knot open. So this is what it looks like opened, and then you just go ahead and tie a cute little knot at the front. So it's basically just like an overlay front panel piece. Overall, I really love this pattern. It was really great, fun to sew, pretty quick to sew as well, and really nice to wear also. The size that I cut on this was a size 4, and in the pants as well I cut a size 4. I have all those details on the blog post as well. Follow along on Instagram. There's a Cozy Cardi challenge on Instagram, and the Olga Cardigan was part of that challenge. Amanda from I Sew A Lot here on YouTube is the host of the Cozy Cardi challenge. So she was nice enough to include the Olga Cardigan as part of the Cozy Cardi challenge. So I wanted to make sure I sewed up a Olga cardigan, and this pattern is basically just so practical and so ideal for the season. It's a really great staple wardrobe piece. So I went ahead and just made the Olga cardigan, but I added length to the cardigan pattern. So it's really simple and easy to do. I just measured from my low hip down to where I wanted the cardigan to go, which for me was about 21 extra inches. So from the bottom of the pattern, I just measured down 21 extra inches, and I just added extra pattern paper to that. If you don't want to add extra pattern paper to that, you can just lay your pattern out on top of your fabric, and then you could just measure down with a straight line and this chalk roller and a ruler to measure out the extra length that you want to add. So yeah, I made an Olga cardigan. I added a few extra buttons to it as well. That's everything as is. The only thing that I changed with this was just added the length to make it into a maxi length. It's really cute, perfect for the season like I mentioned, and just so practical and ideal to wear. Like I said, that's kind of the idea with Rosy Pena patterns. I really want to make the things that you guys are going to love and sew and actually wear. Of course, I'm going to insert tons of pictures, that way you guys can see this a lot better, because I know holding it up on a hanger really doesn't do it justice. And the fabric that I chose is from fabric.com. I'll make sure I have it linked below as well. So the last few makes for the month of November was the Chloe sweatshirt, and you guys probably already noticed that's what I'm wearing in today's video. So I actually cut the smallest size of the pattern, which is an extra small. Chloe's meant to be a little bit oversized on the body like a sweatshirt, but I did go a size down just so it could be a little bit more fitted to the body. So I did pair the Chloe sweatshirt with the Gina culottes, and here are the finished culottes. I chose this kind of shiny denim fabric from Joanne Fabric as well. And like I said, I paired it with the Chloe sweatshirt and a nice pair of heels. I'll go ahead and pop in a picture so you guys can check that out. But personally, I really love the way that it turned out. Hopefully you guys love it too. And the really great thing about the Gina pattern, which I really love, is that it's pretty quick to sew. It has pockets. I know a lot of you guys love pockets. So the Gina culottes has these really great clean front pockets, and then a really nice elasticated back. So if you're a beginner sewer and you want to get into sewing pants, this is really perfect for you. The fabric is a woven fabric, so it's not going to stretch around on you. Also, there's no confusing zippers or buttons or ties. You just have this really nice, clean, elasticated back waist. So like I said, these are really comfortable and perfect to wear with the Chloe sweatshirt. Hopefully you guys love the look. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this was another make for the month of November. Okay, so the last few things that I made in the month of November was, I actually showed this in the last video as well. So this was the Gina culottes in kind of this window pane plaid type of a fabric. So this fabric is very different from the last fabric. This one has a lot more drape to it. So depending on what kind of fabric you use, you're always going to get a really different result. So this kind of just has a more soft, feminine, lightweight feel to it, whereas the previous Gina culottes that I showed you were a little bit thicker of a fabric. These are just really soft and dainty and really feminine to wear. So this is part of our fall winter 18 pattern collection. So this is the Rosalinda dress here, and there's also a top version included in there. I went ahead and sewed a Rosalinda top in this Ponte fabric. So I really love this, and I thought it would pair perfectly with the Gina culottes. So I'll insert a picture of this outfit as well. Hopefully you guys love it. I think the Gina pattern and the Rosalinda top just go hand in hand. They really look great together. I know I had a lot of you guys tell me that these two were your favorite patterns. So those are basically all the things that I sewed in the month of November. So I made the Ray pants, and I paired that with the Bella wrap top. Then I made the Ruska knot dress, which I just wore on its own. Then I also made the Rosalinda top, the Gina culottes, another pair of Gina culottes, and then a Chloe sweatshirt. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!